The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The 76ers, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Boston. NBA playoffs continues.
We are set to bring you the action as round one of the Eastern Conference playoffs continues on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Brian Anderson here with you alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. Here are the five for Philadelphia. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the three. And for Boston, White and Brown team up as the backcourt. Jason Tatum out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Taking a look at the Celtics. And in game one, they handled their business at home. This team is hoping to go up 2-0 and take control of the series.
You know, I really think game twos are just so important. A 2-0 lead isn't insurmountable. However, a vast majority of the time, the team up 2-0 advances.
Now here's Tatum. It's good from the top of the key.
Well, we expect Tatum to take these shots. His jumper is very consistent.
White against Maxey. Pass to George. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. 4-point game. George sets a screen. Maxey passes to George. Yep, that one goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Hauser. Sinks the tray. Tatum's got 7.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
To the left wing. Fires from the corner. Tatum pulls it in. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. White for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Maxey finds George. To the inside. Oubre. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Hauser. Pass to Brown. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Now here's George. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple. George has got his second bucket on the night.
They're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
White, the pass to Tatum. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. And it's 9 points for Jason Tatum.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Edgecombe, defended by Brown. Pass to Maxey. Three-pointer. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Boston leading by 6. Here's White. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie. 76ers trail by 8. Outside Maxey. From outside the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
Right side Brown. Outside White. Three-pointer off the mark. Philadelphia has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Kicks it to George. George, a screen on Brown. Back to George. Tatum pulls it in.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
White for 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Maxey, that's good.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Tatum against George. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
That's a big-time move by Jason Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 5. George for 3. Knocks it down from distance. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
White for 3. And Grimes pulls it down.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. They have to be set up for success.
Now here's Grimes. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Maxey. Tatum pulls it in. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. 3-point lead. Pass to Pritchard. The 3-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pritchard against George. To the middle. Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
Decision in a 2-man game.
For Boston, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. White for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Maxey attacking. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 7 points.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
And into the floor right now, it's Celtics Entertainment.
Changes for Boston. Walsh comes in for Jason Tatum. Shireman comes in for White. .133 left in the opening quarter. Pritchard against Lowry. And that one's good.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The Sixers trailing. Lowry drives in. Pass to Barlow. Second shot opportunity. Drained it for 2 points.
Seems like Lowry always knows where his teammates are.
Here's Garza. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, His leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Now here's Lowry. And here's Edwards. Launches a three. Garza grabs the board. Here's Shireman, covered by Grimes. Pass to Walsh. Nice ball movement by Boston. Plenty of space. And it's Shireman missing.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Pass to Garza. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Philadelphia has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. They've got Quentin Grimes. He's out there with Trendon Watford. Edwards out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the power forward position. 5 on the clock. Embiid passes to Edwards. And stolen by Brown. Pritchard, he's open. That one's wide left. Pritchard's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. To Watford, back to Grimes, fires the 3, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Pritchard, no good. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Watford outside, pass to Embiid. Here's Edwards outside. Good. And the assist to Embiid. And now a 5-point 76ers lead.
The assist number emphasized ball movement here today.
With the step back, Tatum. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Embiid puts it in.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more. Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Pass to Grimes. Back to Watford. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Barlow misses. Celtics trail by 7. And here's Brown. Looking to win the run. Over to the left wing. Here's Garza. And the 3 off target.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Outside Edwards. Barlow passes to Watford. Now Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Boston with some changes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Garza. Shireman comes in for Walsh. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for the Sixers. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good for Edwards.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Maxey against Pritchard. Two in the drought. And he sinks the layup.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
The Sixers lead by 7. Maxey attacking. And here's Edwards outside. Buries it from 3. Edwards got 10.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
It's Brown on the wing, covered by Grimes. Brown inside. Outside Pritchard. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Vucevic, he's checked in for Queta. Hauser comes in for Shireman. And it's White in for Pritchard. Maxey passes to Edwards. Here's Barlow. Outside Maxey. The 3 is up. Tatum pulls it in. Pass to Hauser. Now Vucevic. Covered by Grimes. Vucevic against Edwards. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Well, offensively, that's what you want to get. Vucevic from point-blank range.
Maxey against White. Pass to Embiid. Now Edwards. Back to Embiid. Here's Barlow. Pounded by Tatum. Barlow misses. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. There goes Tatum, taking it all the way.
I'll tell you, with those long strides, Tatum gets up court in a hurry.
Maxey on the wing. He's guarded by White. Pass to Edwards. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Edwards got 13.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Tatum drops the hammer.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Andre Drummond is checked in for Embiid. Paul George comes in for Barlow. Oubre, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. Philadelphia leading by 7. And here is Maxey. He has 7. Pass to George. Back to the Sixers with another miss.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And guys, it's no easy task to finish Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Inside. And Drummond with the jam.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
Celtics trail by 7. Outside Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Deflects the pass. Oh, George with a steal. Outside Oubre. 1:09 left in the second quarter. For 3, Maxey drops in the 3. Maxey's got 10 points in the game.
Well, anytime Maxey gets off a 3, that's a good look for this squad.
Is Pritchard. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. The Sixers lead by 10. The kick out to Maxey. George outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Drummond. Back to George. From deep three-point range. That shot off. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential to the paint. Vucevic, the pass to Tatum. No problems knocking that one down. Tatum's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
And here's Maxey outside. Drains the triple. And the 76ers lead by 11. So we conclude the first half. The Sixers on top. They lead by 11. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been pretty sound. What are you seeing from your team?
Really solid, right? Not very many mistakes. We're helping where we're supposed to help. We're sending guys the right direction. Pretty solid.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Coming into halftime of Game 2, there's an air of confidence for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, you look at all the assisted buckets, I like how they're working together. Ball movement and selfless play can be infectious.
Excuse me, are infectious and contagious the same thing?
You're the doctor. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. Guys, Game 1 went the way we thought it would. The higher seed taking a 1-0 lead in the series.
Yeah, if they can take Game 2 as well, that'll put them in a very comfortable position.
Absolutely. Take care of business. Enjoy that home cooking.
Home cooking. Making me hungry. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Here's George. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Maxey, that's good.
You know, Maxey's willing to play a secondary role, but he can also take charge when needed.
White, the pass to Hauser. Here's White. The kick to Tatum. Shoots over George. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist from White. White's got his third assist of the night. Philadelphia leading by 11. Here's Maxey. The layup off target. The Celtics shooting is around 55% so far. It's stolen by Maxey. Out to Oubre. Back to Maxey. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Right side Maxey. Clock at 6. 4-3.
Well, Derek White is a very sticky defender. Once he gets on you, it's difficult to get any breathing.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Oubre. Still without a bucket. Edgecombe, no good.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Now Tatum launches it. Out of bounds. Going to be Philadelphia's ball. Here's Maxey. He's got 15. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Outside, Brown. Offline with a 3. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Outside, Oubre. Up top, Embiid. Lays it up and banks it in. Embiid's got his second basket.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Count it.
That's how they like to see him operate. big part of their attack.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Philadelphia has possession. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Outside Maxey. Pass to Oubre. And here's Embiid. Covered by Vucevic. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Brown for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Edgecombe. This one for 3. It's hauled in by White. Right side Tatum. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. 24 points for Jason Tatum.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Pass to Oubre. George scanning the floor. Embiid, a screen on Tatum. George passes to Embiid. Yep, that one goes. Embiid's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And it's Tatum missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Maxey. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Lets the 3 fly. No good.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
And here's Oubre from the arc. He buries it from 3. Oubre's got his first 3 points of the game.
Look at Embiid being selfless, dishing it outside instead of forcing it on his own.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Paul George. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
He misses the free throw.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Kadis checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Garza comes in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Derek White. He hits the second from the line.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
Now here's Edwards. 13 points in the game. Back to Maxey. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
Boston making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. On defense, Philadelphia. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Tatum, a screen on Maxey. Pritchard from outside. Knocks down the long J. Pritchard's got 7.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Maxey attacking. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Maxey against Pritchard. Pass to Tatum.
Bruising his way to a bucket. Tatum wanted it, and he got it.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And we've got 1:18 left in the third. And Maxey, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Maxey's got 11 in the second half.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Pritchard. That one goes in.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
The Sixers lead by 15. Pass to Grimes. The 3-ball. Garza grabs the board. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And it's Shireman missing. The 76ers have gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. The kick out to Edwards. Here's the 3. Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. On the wing, Tatum. 3-pointer. The shot no good. Here's Drummond. And that's not going to go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Philadelphia on top, up by 15. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Celtics trail by 15. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Quentin Grimes. Edwards out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the 4 spot. Basket counts.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
And for the 76ers, their shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Here's Grimes, and the layup is good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 15.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Pritchard with it. Grimes covering. Pritchard, the pass to Queta. Brown with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Garza. Rebound by Philadelphia.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Outside Edwards. Barlow passes to Edwards. Takes the three. That one doesn't drop. Celtics trail by 15. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Walsh can't get it to go. Here's Terry. Pass to Edwards. Outside Grimes. Here's Barlow. Here's Terry. No good on the three. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. He's checked in for Walsh. Philadelphia also making some changes. Walker, he's checked in for Barlow. And it's Maxey in for Terry. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
As always, Allie, we thank you. That's good from Pritchard. Celtics trail by 14. Pass to Brown. Fires from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Maxey against Pritchard. Now Walker. Here's Embiid. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. And the 76ers lead by 16. On the wing, Tatum. Driving to the basket. Pass to Keita. Back to Tatum. Uncovered. Boston, no good that time either. The Sixers lead by 16. Outside Maxey. Now here's Edwards. Outside Maxey. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Walsh is checked in for Boston. And so he hits both. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Maxey against Pritchard. Pass to Walsh, and here's Brown. The 3. The rebound by Maxey.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Outside Grimes. The 3. He drops it from range. Grimes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Over his time in the league, Maxey has really improved his playmaking.
Celtics trail by 21. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pritchard gets it to go.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Here for the Celtics. Vucevic, he's checked in for Queta. Hauser comes in for Walsh. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. So it's Philadelphia now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Edwards. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Brown. 13 feet out. Got it.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. It in with a nice touch off the window. Maxey's got 28 points for the game.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Now here's Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Oh, it's off target.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Maxey.
And just a very well-built guard. You know, Maxey is so hard to slow down around the rim.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Taking 2 shots. Timeout, Philadelphia.
Take a second to present our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Yeah, they were on thin ice in this series. He knew it, and he went out there and did something about it. He wasn't about to let them go into a 3-1 hole.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. Both free throws good from Maxey.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Pass to Tatum. Vucevic, a screen on George. Tatum can't hit.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Here's Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. For three, George. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now. Crosses over. And that's how you get it to go inside.
JB showing off those handles. That was a weakness of his early on. Now it's strength.
Here's Edgecombe, defended by Brown. Here's Embiid. Outside Maxey. Let's loose for three. Rebounded by Vucevic.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
He got it. A minute 35 left in the fourth. Now here's Maxey. Here's George. Puts up the tray. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the 76ers lead by 19.
And so that's the end of game 2. No question, this is a big win for the 76ers.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And this team has to feel great, knotting up this series at 1-1.
A huge win for them, avoiding going down 2-0, and this series is on.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Tyrese Maxey.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Now here's White. Here's a pass to Tatum. Vucevic, a screen on Maxey. 17-footer is in. And here is Maxey. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside George from deep. And it's out of bounds. The Sixers able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Lowry outside. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. It might have been just game 2 of the series, but this one felt like a must-win.
I just love the fire they played with tonight. It's the playoffs, and they really brought the energy.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Paul, what a great team effort defensively. What were the points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we had to do. We had to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Defense certainly has to be a full team effort, and it paid off tonight. Thanks, Paul.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.